Laura, let's talk about your note. You've certainly got a lot of people talking by calling for the NFL to maybe pursue ABC completely or outright. Walk me through your thesis here.
Sure. So my thesis is that the current NFL contracts are all with like ABC, NBC, Fox, Amazon, and YouTube Video are all 2032. So the NFL is sitting around fiddling while Rome burns because they figure, hey, we've got payments through 2032. It's 9 years from now. What's to worry about? And we're making 2 points. A, in 2032, there's only going to be one bidder for the next set of NFL rights, and that's going to be Amazon, because all these other companies will either be too small or too global to care about the NFL, because the NFL programming doesn't, travel well offshore. So if they're only going to have one bidder, suddenly their team values aren't going to go up from the 4 billion, they are today past 2032. And in theory, they want a league post 2032. So they need to figure out who they can keep alive to have alternate bidders, to have a bidding war in 2032. And that means they need to they need to not stand by while the linear TV ecosystem dies, because the NFL is the primary beneficiary of all those payments, as is the MLB and the NBA, et cetera. So they need to get more involved when, like, Disney Charter are threatening to actually unravel the linear TV ecosystem before 2032. They need to be more involved. They need to take a stronger hand in making sure that linear TV survives, or they're not going to have alternate bidders in 2032, and they're not going to have team values, because their team values come from broadcast TV license fees, essentially. So that's our one thing. The thing about what CBS found, which was a broadcaster, when it launched CBS All Access and it had access directly into homes, they had a lot more negotiating leverage with their other distributors. My issue is these guys, meaning the NFL, should buy ABC and its affiliates. That way it has guaranteed reach forever of 100 million homes. And usually these broadcasters like ABC have 45% profit margins. So it would give them a different business, a distribution business. Content and distribution are only valuable together. I don't care how good your NFL content is. You can't get it distributed because everyone's gone bankrupt or can't afford your rights. It's worthless. So I'm saying buy your own distribution, backward integrate, and distribute to everybody in America.
From the Disney perspective, certainly looking for the price tag that they can command in any kind of acquisition of ABC. How much negotiating leverage do you think they have as it stands currently?
So they don't have to sell, right? It makes, like I said, 45% profit margin. So they got a lot of current free cash flow to service their debt. So it would have to sell at a higher multiple than Disney sells at. And Bob Iger said in Aspen that he wanted to sell the ABC broadcast station. So, and I think he's wanted to do that for a decade. So I think Bob Iger is perfectly willing to sell the ABC owned and operated stations that Disney owns. And I think the NFL is a buyer that nobody's talking about. I think it's an interesting idea for them.